Please tell me this recorded. No. 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 Hi. My name is Grace, and I've recorded this video already, but my computer decided not to screen record when I paused all of the videos. So we're gonna be doing this again. I'm just a little pressed, but a lot of people ended up watching the first video I made, which I'm so thankful for. I wasn't expecting it. I kind of made my dance reaction video on a whim. I'd been thinking about it for a few weeks and I just had some time, so I sat down and did it. I wasn't expecting anyone to see it at all, let alone people actually enjoy it. And I want to thank everyone who's watched the video so far, and I want to thank everyone who's left so much positive feedback, the likes and the comments. It's really heartwarming. And I find it really encouraging to me that people have requested that I react to some of their favorite K-pop dance practices. And so many people have recommended some things that they think I would enjoy, and that's really cool to me. So I'm just gonna go in chronological order of people who have requested some groups. And today I'm going to be reacting to ASTRO, the boy group. I don't know ASTRO at all. I don't know any of their songs. I've never listened to them besides in the footage that got deleted, but I've never listened to some of their songs fully. I've never really watched their dance practices or their stages or their music videos. But let's see. I wrote everybody's name down so I could give them credit. So JJ and Janelyn Ock requested ASTRO, and JJ requested the song Again, so I'm gonna start out with Again. I have seen this one already, but I'm going to say the thoughts that I previously had, and I'm also going to add some. Now I'm watching it my second time through. Let me make sure this is recording. Press the button. She's recording. That might be too loud. I like the full body roll they did there. Instead of just keeping it in the torso, they brought it all the way down through their legs. They're doing a lot of like pony steps, which are little ball changes. Okay, I pointed this out in the footage that got deleted. I like the choreography for this song. I really like the way that it is casually cool. It's almost like pedestrian, like you'd see these guys walking on the street, and they incorporate that into their choreography with the whole walking patterns that they do. And I think it's effortlessly cool, which I really enjoy. But this is not only a K-pop thing. This is a dance thing in general. I hate when a dancer is directly behind another dancer, so you can't see them. It's a shady way of telling someone that they aren't that good. And that's not the case for these dancers and most dancers in the real dance world. That's gonna get me some hate for saying that, but I'll explain. The real dance world is what we call like concert dance, so that's like dance companies and dance organizations. I as a classically trained dancer, do not consider the K-pop world the real dance world, even though they're doing real dance. Yeah, I should clarify that before I get like my head cut off. But what was I saying? People behind one another. So this is not only a K-pop thing, it happens in the concert dance world, where being placed behind someone so that the audience can't see you is kind of a way that a choreographer tells you you're not that great. And that is not the case for ASTRO, and that's not the case for most concert dancers. And I just think there are more creative ways to put people in formations that someone doesn't have to be hidden. Just my little spiel. And I noticed it a lot in this choreography. Oh, this reminds me of Bang Bang Bang. I like that little release moment. They go from being up high to dropping their pelvis. Is it coming? Oh, I like when they roll in on their the insides of their feet. This. Is it this? No? It's not this yet. But yeah, that sort of cool pedestrian I really like in this song. I also pointed out I actually enjoy this song a lot because it's very fresh and unique sounding. It's not a typical boy group song that's in style right now, where it's like a verse of singing or rapping and then like an electronic section for a dance break, an electronic chorus. I enjoy that this is more of like a classic, fresh song, and I think the dance moves go along really well with it, keeping it sort of lighthearted, bouncy, and fresh. A nice ripple. I think it's coming now. Yes. Okay. Oh, what just happened? What did I just press? Huh. What did I just press? Huh. What just happened? I'm going to murder someone. Where's the sound? The sound is right here. Okay. The dance. The dance. The two that were in the front, I know they've rotated at this point around the room, but the two that were in front did what's called a barrel turn / leap. And I learned those in jazz class. You typically do a low chaîné, which is a turn. Chaîné translates to chain in French, so it's like a chain of turns. You can do a lot in a row. And then a barrel is like a leap over an imaginary barrel, so in theory your back is parallel to the floor. And then the two in the back did a double pirouette. It looks like they were on, not forced arch, but they had a bent leg. And then they went into what's called an axle jump, which is where your one leg is bent and then you jump off of one leg to meet it in the air while doing a turn. And then they stuck it on the floor and all of them slid together. And when I first saw this, I lost my shit. It was so good. And their technique is so great when they do it. And I want people to let me know, are they classically trained dancers? Because it's so good and so clean that, oh my god, it's great. I want to watch it again. Come on, guys. Yes. And another ante dom pirouette. They're gonna start yelling. I know, because I watched the end of it. So, what I really enjoy about this, I think ASTRO, with 6 members, that 6 is a very, very good amount for a K-pop group. I find myself sort of capping out at interest at around 8 members, 8 or 9. Once it hits 10, 11, 12, I think that many members really leaves space for people to get lost in the background and people to not be able to show their true talent. But I think 6 works very, very well with ASTRO and groups in general. The only thing is, choreography-wise, an even number, you don't have a center position. Like I was saying before, someone doesn't have to go behind somebody else. You could have them slightly off center, but that's what most choreographers end up doing. So with 6 members, you have stage right, stage left. 3 people stage right, 3 people stage left. There's no one that's able to go center because there's not a 7th member. So what people end up doing, they just shove them behind. With an odd number of people, you can have that center person to off balance and make it even. But what could happen, instead of lining people up straight behind each other, like that, have someone slightly askew off center. It throws off the symmetry of the formation, but you don't hide a person. And that's what I look for in a dance. Never try to hide someone. Okay, so what I really like about Again is the casual, cool, the sort of pedestrian style, and the technique that they show. I really want to know if these guys are classically trained, or if when they were training, they were K-pop trainees, they received classical training from their agency, because their technique is so good. And that's what I thought of Again. So now we're gonna go to the other video that I lost recording. It's Crazy Sexy Cool. And this song has been stuck in my head since I watched that compilation video. I love the song, but I also like the choreography a lot. So let's get into this. All right, and make sure I am recording. Yes, success. I like this. It's like a blooming flower out of his shoulder that he grabs and kisses. They seem to have more of a jazzy style instead of a hip-hop style. I pointed this out in the deleted footage. I don't like, I'm going to be really, really honest. I'm going to point out what I don't like in these dances. I don't like that they reuse this formation from another choreography. They were in this line, and then they had the one member stand out and do their part. But I don't really like a reuse of choreography in dances. So, they really do have a nice, and they do those pencil style turns. And in my reaction video, I commented about how I liked their gallops and their shoulder isolations. The boy in the plaid is really good. Okay, there. When they were all lined up, you could see their height difference, but I like how you can't tell that you can't tell that some of them are significantly shorter than the others. I understand this a lot because I am 5 foot. I have dealt with this my entire life because I have danced my entire life. When you are short, you tend to dance short. And what that means is you don't have the physical length in your body. Like, you literally just don't have any more arm than what you're born with. So what you need to do is dance longer and extend through your body with energy. My dad walked in, so I have to pick up where I left off. As a short dancer, you need to dance long, and as opposed to using your physical length that you don't have, you have to use your energy and extend out. So for me, this would be, this is a shape. This is a shape. And someone who's taller than me would look longer. So me, being short, I have to extend outwards through my back, using the energy from your back and your shoulder blade, extending and widening out to send energy through your fingertips. It's a very different line. But I like ASTRO because some of them are significantly taller than the other ones, but when they're dancing next to each other, they all are dancing so fully. None of them are dancing short, so you can't tell that there's a height difference. They all do a hinge there. That's very difficult to learn. And the third from the left, I like how he's keeping his hips up. So he's doing a true hinge instead of letting his weight fall further back. He's pressing his hip upwards towards the ceiling. I love that move. I love these gallops, how they're all changing positions and direction facing. Holy crap. They just traveled so far in 2 steps to come forward. I love a good travel. Shows how much power and how far they're carrying their pelvis in space. Barrel turns again, and a butt roll. So what I talked about in the deleted footage, yet again, choreographers in not necessarily technically difficult dances, because not everything that's technically difficult is physically tiring, but dances that require a lot of stamina, they'll insert sections of choreography that are rest sections. So I think that's what it was right there, a rest section so that they could all catch their breath. Really useful choreographic tool, to be honest. Giving your dancers a rest so that they can be as powerful throughout the entire dance instead of trying to push all the way through and having them sputter out at the end. You want to keep the energy consistent throughout. This part every time. They're gonna start yelling again. But I like how they brought it back to the beginning. It's kind of coming full circle. That dance, I like how it was very jazzy, almost like a really jazz style influence, while still keeping it kind of hip hop. It was a really good fusion of the two. And like I said, tell me if these guys are classically trained. I really want to know because I'm really interested in knowing their backstory, if they came from dance or if they learned this at their agency, because not a lot of agencies in K-pop teach traditional dance styles. There's a saying, all ballet, there's a saying that I just messed up, that all dance comes from ballet, because ballet is such a codified technique that a lot of dancers learn their base technique from ballet, and it can be applied to almost every style of dance, save for a few exceptions like tap and hip hop. Again, there are a lot of different styles of hip hop, but just in general, that all falls under that umbrella term. So I really want to know about these guys. I'm very interested in them. So now we're going to be going on to the dance that I haven't seen at all. I had recorded Again and Crazy Sexy Cool, but I haven't seen Baby. So I'm going to be reacting to that now for the first time. Is it Baby? It is Baby. And pause. Okay. It looks like they're playing rock, paper, scissors. And I don't speak Korean, so I don't know what they're playing for. Why are there tiny versions of himself? I'm guessing he lost. Oh! No! Why is there a tiny boy? Oh my god, look at that height difference. Oh my god. Can't even tell when they're dancing. That's incredible. It's gotta be like 6-7 inches. Oh, he's pink now. It's It's again with that sort of smooth style. I will say this dance is very similar to Crazy Sexy Cool. It's very similar in steppage and style. And the song is very similar. I could feel the build up and I almost wanted to sing so easy love, yeah. But yeah. Take that as you will. They do a lot of classic dance steps. They do a lot of pas de bourrées. Okay, a little moonwalk sort of. I like that, how they're sort of moving as a whole unit instead of as individuals. I like that travel. Ooh, deep voice. So this is their rest section, it looks like. Again, more of that pedestrian style. Okay, so I just saw. Again, they have 6 members. They have an even number of members. So, they're like, they can't have a center position. I think that this formation works more in favor of the members. You can see everybody as opposed to being in that kind of V triangle formation where someone would be smack behind someone else. You just couldn't see them. You can see all of the members right now, and I enjoy that. Ooh! That was a nice sustain on that pirouette. That was almost like a tap influence there. You know, just kind of a toe tap behind you. There's no really name for that step. It's not a flapper slap. It's just kind of on the toe. So that was really cool. I think I've seen that somewhere. I'm not a big tap person, so I can't name that image right off the top of my head. But it looks like I've seen it before, and I like that they're taking influences from classic dance. Oh. Yes, finish so that you can see all of them. Are they gonna yell? Nope. Alright. Okay, so I just after seeing all these 3 videos that comments have recommended by ASTRO, I think they're great dancers. I like the songs. I like how unique they are. They're not really in the current style of K-pop groups, but I think their dancing is really, really great. I think they suffer from the even number members. What can you do though? I'm not saying that all dances with even numbered members, you know, are bad. I'm not saying that. I just say I wish that most choreographers would find a better way to put people in formations instead of having to hide a person behind somebody else. I really love how they incorporate classic dance into their dances. They take a lot of influence from jazz, it looks like, and they combine it with a hip-hop sort of style that's really trendy and current, and it matches their music style a lot. So I really, really enjoyed Astro, and I think I'll find myself listening to them because I really enjoyed their music and they're great dancers. And I want to thank everyone who recommended Astro to me, and I hope to see you in the next video.